HarperCollins and Harper Audio present The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois, a novel, by Honorée Fanonne Jeffers. Performed by Adenrele Ojo, Karen Chilton, and Prentice Onayemi.
A note before we begin. For a family tree, don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider, or go directly to www.harpercollins.com/audio/The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois.
For James William Richardson, Jr. and Sidonie Colette Jeffers, brother and sister, heart and heart. And for my mother, Dr. Trellie Lee James Jeffers, who gave me our land and our people.
They that walked in darkness sang songs in the olden days, sorrow songs, for they were weary at heart. And so before each thought that I have written in this book, I have set a phrase, a haunting echo of these weird old songs in which the soul of the black slave spoke to men. Ever since I was a child, these songs have stirred me strangely. They came out of the South, unknown to me, one by one, and yet at once I knew them as of me and of mine. W.E.B. Du Bois, of the Sorrow Songs.
Song. We are the earth, the land, the tongue that speaks and trips on the names of the dead as it dares to tell these stories of a woman's line, her people and her dirt, her trees, her water. We knew this woman before she became a woman. We knew her before she was born. We sang to her in her mother's womb. We sang then and we sing now. We call this woman back through the years to our early place, to our bright shoots rising with the seasons. We know her mingled people, how they started off as sacred hummed verses. And now we go back through the centuries to the beginning of her line, to a village called the Place in the Middle of the Tall Trees. And we start with a boy, the child that will change everything on our land. Wait. We know you have questions, such as, if we tell the story of a woman's line, why would we begin with a boy? And to your wonder we counter, we could have begun with a bird's call, or with a stalk of corn, with a cone from a tree or a tendril of green. All these things lead back to this woman's line, whether we mention them or not. Yet, since our story does not follow a straight path, we travel to places here and across the water, we must keep to the guidance of time, to the one who first walked past a tall, grass-covered mound in a particular place in the woods. And we have questions as well, for, despite our authority, we cannot know everything. And so we ask, if a child cannot remember his mother's face, does he still taste her milk? Does he remember the waters inside her? Can you answer those questions? No, and neither can we. Yet, we remind you that many children commence within women, and thus, this is why it is completely fine that we begin with a boy. And so we proceed. The boy named Miko. The boy lived on our land, here, in a creek village that was between the wider lands straddling the rivers of the Okmulgee and Ogeechee near the Oconee River, which crawled through the middle. Though Miko had playmates among the children of his village, he was an unhappy little boy, for he felt the tugging of 3 sets of hands. Whenever this tugging began, he felt confused and miserable. There were the hands of his father, a Scottish deerskin trader named Dylan Cornell. They were the hands of his mother, Nayla, a Creek woman who belonged to a clan of the highest status in their village, the Wind clan. The little boy's parents were yet alive, but the hands that pulled at him the strongest
Sample complete. Ready to continue?